This is my tattoo, and my artist was Christian.
This is a very simplistic design.
It's a little simple. I wish I could have got the soldier's cross. I did want that.
I think he should have gave you what you wanted.
He could have showcased his talents a little better.
Yeah, this is the time to bring it, and he didn't bring it.
Today, you had a true test of ingenuity, a cover-up. Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Now it's time to find out who the human canvas jury chose. Artists, you have 6 hours to tattoo a koi fish as good as Mike Rubendahl's. And your time begins now.
Here we go.
Japanese style tattooing is near and dear to my heart.
It's gonna be pretty traditional Japanese.
Everything about a koi fish is line work. In the scales, in the fins, line work makes it all work together as one.
We definitely don't want water.
At all, period?
Yeah, no. I want him to blossom out of flowers, not water.
My canvas is not only picky, but lacks common sense.
Why you don't like the water?
Just looks cheesy.
That looks cheesy.
Yeah, it's not moving in my body.
Koi fish are in water. You don't see koi fish tattoos without water.
So no way I can talk you into adding some water, just a little bit.
No.
We can't get no understanding. I feel like I'm talking to a toddler.
But what if I draw it on here and just let you take a look and then see if you might like it?
You can if you want to, but I don't want water.
I don't know how they handle this.
I'm so freaking out.
Why?
It's just a tattoo and it's gonna hurt. It's a needle.
Damn, she wants this on her ribs. Can she take it?
How are you gonna do the water wave?
No, you say you want it coming from the outside going into the fish?
Well, somewhat.
Everything that she prefers is against what I'm trying to do.
That fish is bigger than what we...
No, it's it. This is the original size. I'm gonna shrink it.
Can he have one whisker?
Right now, mentally, I'm losing it.
I'll let you take a look at it. Like where it's at?
It looks weird. He just looks lonely there.
I'm exhausted. She's having me change this and change that.
That's good.
It's right on the blade, though.
You got your other shoulder blade tattooed already.
At home, I own my own shop. If I don't want to do it, I send them on their way.
You relax. Let your shoulders down.
I got my back against the wall, and I'm having a compromise.
Now I feel like I just have a hole in the back.
Hole. All right, take a look at that.
Yeah, perfect.
Let's get it popping, girl.
Oh my God, stop.
No, they're not. Bam.
It'll make me feel better.
We ain't got a whole lot of time, so I gotta get on it.
Oh my God, my poor back. I'm not happy with it. It looks like peeing. Like the fish is peeing. What kind of is that?
This bitch is crazy. Like, I can't figure out how to please her.
You're telling me that doesn't look like a puddle right now?
It's a water splash.
Looks like my niece drew it.
Well, don't insult me, man.
I have to live with this, and you're not paying for my removal.
I'm gonna fix it.
Now that made it this far, and I've been having all these nutty-ass canvases all this time, she's by far the worst.
Yeah, take a look at that.
This is BS right now. Like, I pissed. He's too orange, though.
And that's the blood leaking through the yellow.
You and I are not even on the same page right now.
Ain't nobody ever been unpleased with somebody did ever my whole life till now. This is plain ignorance.
That looks like a pumpkin and piss.
But I told you your skin irritated, so...
I'm trying to be nice, and I'm just gonna flip your table over. This is on my back. I'm trying to, like, talk to you so we can work together. Your job is to work with me here. It's just gonna make me flip out, you know what I mean?
You gonna have them continue or you gonna have them stop?
I want him to continue.
This is embarrassing. I don't want to go home for this. I cannot let this defeat me.
What about the other flower? What happened?
I had enough time to finish it.
And Keto, your canvas didn't even get you on this one. You got yourself on this one. Today, you had to tattoo head-to-head with our guest judge. Mike is a master of Japanese tattooing. Let's see what you're up against. Mike, talk to us about your design.
My design is a traditional Japanese-style koi fish. I tried to make it look interesting in every aspect.
The line work is as crisp as it gets. There's no thicker, thinner lines to cover up. It's solid tattooing. These principles are what make things look strong. And when you come here to compete, you're supposed to have knowledge of these principles to do all these challenges.
The bar is definitely set here. Keto.
I know you had a struggle, but man, every centimeter of this tattoo shows that struggle. This line work is piss poor.
She was kicking her feet. Every stroke on that tattoo, she was moving.
The drawing is one of the worst layouts of the day. The shape of the water, totally strange. That top lotus flower looks like an artichoke. There's no redeeming qualities to this tattoo whatsoever.
We're here to determine who has the worst tattoo of the day.
That's my tattoo, and the artist was Keto. It looks awful, unfortunately.
Nothing melds together. It's all kind of like a collage.
It looks like a 5-year-old drew it.
The blue water looks like another leaf.
He told me it was a good idea to add some waves so it could look more realistic.
Those waves don't look realistic.
That was the biggest mistake, was to listen to his idea. He told me, trust him. He has 10 years experience. Back up your work, because definitely it's not there. Just looks so bad.
Today, you had to show crisp, perfect lines tattooing a Japanese koi fish. It's time to find out who the human canvas jury determined had the worst tattoo of the day. Keto, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
I think anybody else that would have had to deal with what I dealt with would have probably been down here too.
Excuse me, you messed up my back, and you can't take full responsibility for that ugly tattoo.
I ended up giving in and pretty much letting her coach the whole drawing.
That's not my work. That was all you, and it looks horrible.
What specifically don't you like?
I don't like the lining, the colors, the flower placement. I don't like the water placement at all. You're dealing with an awful work that you just did on my back that unfortunately I have to live with for like ever.
Okay, now,
I don't
like
think
said,
you're getting that.
I'm just too intelligent, man, for any rebuttal right now. Just leave it at that.
Mary Jean, I hope that you find a solution to this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Keto, I can't disagree with your canvas. This is a bad drawing. The end result is a poor tattoo.
I was just trying to finish at some point. I was trying to turn something in.
I don't think that any one of us find any redeeming qualities in this tattoo.
Keto, you let your canvas beat you. If we eliminate the canvas, the fundamentals beat you. So I would have to vote for Keto.
The judges have decided. Keto, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. Please pack your machines and close shop.
Hold it down, man.
Yeah, man.
That's bull to the highest level of bull. I'm getting sent home because this canvas with the IQ of a toddler couldn't agree to a design, picked apart my design, couldn't take the tattoo. I'm pissed the off.
Today, you must create pixelated tattoos.
Pixelated? What? Damn. Is there an instruction booklet for pixel tattoos? I have no idea how to make one of those.
A pixelated tattoo is taking an image and breaking that down into individual squares and individual colors.
They take forever to do.
So motorcycle was the idea?
Yeah, like a drag racing motorcycle.
Say the pixelated doesn't fit very well with the motorcycle. What other ideas did you have?
Oh, that was what I really wanted to get today.
Maybe kind of difficult.
And one of the things I think is cool about it is that, I mean, that's one thing you can use to denote the speed, because all the pixels flying off the back.
I'm worried that there's a lot of details.
All right, the other thing I want is a woman riding the bike.
This is a design that I can crash and burn on.
We definitely had to go with some black and gray to make sure that we get a little detail.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you flexible on that part?
Yeah.
Awesome, nice.
What kind of colors are you going to use?
With this, black and gray is going to be the best thing to keep.
That's not what I asked for, man. I asked for the graphic, vibrant color. That's what I want.
No, but you did say we were kind of open with the whole
Talked
thing,
about
right?
some of the background, having some gray and...
No, that's with the motorcycle parts.
No, I want color.
It's not gonna, it won't work.
You're gonna give me a tattoo, it's gonna be a color tattoo, buddy.
Yeah, well, but with the...
No.
What's going on?
I asked for a color tattoo. He came and he showed me this.
It's just a matter of turning this from black and gray to color.
He said, I can't do this in color.
I'm thinking about your skin long term.
You know, I just don't think you can do what I asked for.
No, color's not an issue for Mike. I think there was just a miscommunication there.
Well, now I don't trust him.
Why?
You didn't listen to me and comes back with something totally different than I asked for. I don't want to do it with you. If I can't get what I want, then I'm done.
I am completely screwed right now.
I even tried to talk him down. I even told him, hey, give me a chance. Let me talk to you. And he was like, no.
If I don't do a tattoo today, this could be it.
You have 6 hours to create a head tattoo. And your time starts now.
Right on. Come on in.
Finesse is definitely going to come into play in this particular elimination because head tattoos are painful.
So have you tattooed head before?
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's going to take a lot of bedside manner to be able to keep their clients calm and cool throughout the session and really show us what they have.
I'm very nervous starting this tattoo. The smaller you do detail, the harder it is to pull it off right.
You're doing great.
Thank you. I'm trying. Everything in my head right now is telling me a small tattoo is not the best way to go. This is gonna send you to the bottom.
She's coming along. So far, so good.
I just gotta deal with what I got and rock this with confidence.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up. No more ink. Machines down, please.
You've done great. I could not take a 6-hour tattoo on my head. No way.
I think you nailed it.
Tattoo Baby's tattoo is overwhelmingly flawed. The head's too big, anatomy's a little off, the toes are freaking weird. She's still showing her weaknesses. Tattoo Baby should definitely be going home.
Artists, today you had to show your ability to use finesse by tattooing a challenging part of the body, the head. Tattoo Baby. How well do you feel you executed this tattoo?
It was pretty challenging for me. There were certain spots where she was crying, but hopefully I helped her soothe through it.
You used finesse with your canvas.
It was a difficult piece. I like the way you designed her where she's bound and her legs are up. Only thing I'm having trouble with is that line that looks like it's a part of her butt cheek, and then the line going down, it looks like the back of her leg. If I look at a tattoo and I have to figure out what's going on, that's not a successful tattoo.
I do feel that you have probably more consistency in your line weight than potentially Joey for me beating up Joey's outline. However, you look like you're covering up inconsistencies just by the approach of the shading that you took, trying to pack areas with this blue that's inconsistent. That is a hard color to make look great. You took a beautiful structure and you muddied it up.
We are here to decide which tattoo is the worst.
My artist was Tattoo Baby. I asked for a woman bound in seaweed.
The bottom hand, it's contorted. It seems disproportionate. The top hand kind of twisted over, and the pinky on the bottom hand that just kind of doesn't set right.
The hands are misproportioned and the feet.
To me, looking at that tattoo, proportion-wise, it looks great.
Great figure, thick and nice booty.
It's beautiful, but beautiful doesn't cut the cake. I'm not happy with it.
I'd be really happy with it. It looks good. I know what that is. I just didn't know what yours was, my man, and that's all it is.
Tattoo Baby, Kyle, Joshua, one of you is about to close shop. Tattoo Baby, you're here because the human canvas jury voted that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
Wow. You got to be able to get clean lines in. We expected you to make a leap from last year to this year, and I'm not seeing it.
I feel like I've been trying to overdo it with my tattoos, and maybe that's why I've been dropping the ball a little bit, but I feel like I do deserve another challenge. I can show you black and gray. I can show you color. You've seen my blending. I draw my ass off, so I really hope you guys give me the chance.
Today, these artists are going to be covering up hate tattoos. They really have to put everything aside and do the best cover-up they possibly can.
What's going on? What's the story behind that?
I was just brainwashed when I was younger.
Yeah,
and when I got older and had kids, I realized, man, what the hell? I'm trying to do a 360.
Well, I'd love to help, man. That's what
yeah,
I'm
I
here
appreciate
for.
that.
Right on.
Ingenuity is always going to play into the cover-up. You should never be able to pick out a section where you know the cover-up is. That's the biggest fail.
I wanted a cross with a helmet coming off of it.
That's basically a soldier's cross.
Exactly.
My biggest concern about this tattoo is that it's really large and some weird tattoo going right through the middle. She wants a soldier's cross, but it's not big enough to cover this thing.
Anything else if this didn't work for you?
No way.
If this were in my shop, it would take me 3 days to come up with a design to cover it properly. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've got a couple of different options for you. My canvas wants a soldier's cross and a 6-pointed star to cover this thing up and pay homage to the people that she offended with the original tattoo. The Soldier's Cross is doable. However, I've got to do it at least that big. So I did one that I know will work, a World War II American Eagle piece. With the 6-pointed star, I know it's a totally different direction.
Let's get it.
Really?
Yeah, badass. Let's get it, man.
Luckily, she just wants to get rid of this swastika. She hates it, and she's willing to do whatever it takes.
Why did you get the Nazi tattoo to begin with? Is that a question you don't want?
Trying to fit in. I got mixed up with the wrong people and did a stupid move when I was 16. I've been carrying that around for 20 years. I don't think I truly understood what it meant, and it disgusts me that it's there. I want to turn a negative into a positive. It's caused so much turmoil in my life. To have this thing covered up, man, that's almost surreal, you know?
Dude, that's cool. I'm glad I could be the one to do it.
Stoked, completely.
Got some tricks to pull off. This tattoo isn't working out as good as I expected. There are a lot of wonky lines that are just popping up out of the blue. It is not covering the way I wanted to.
My goal is to make it look like a badass tattoo, even if it wasn't covered. And there's a couple spots that get a little bit rough.
I've never been to the bottom before, and I'm not ready to go now.
I ain't ever got to look at that ugly-ass thing again, man.
It's a pretty tough-looking tattoo.
Yeah, it is.
Today, you had to show ingenuity by covering a hate tattoo. Christian.
You have some definite challenges in the eagle. Things that really give the eagle the power are going to be the talons and the head. You just did them too small. You want to lock them in and make it powerful and strong. It gets more of a turkey feel than it does an eagle feel. The other thing is, it's two different shaped wings completely. The one closest to us is a big fat square that doesn't have that strong taper, and then the back wing is right. It's got that long feel.
You've only got so much time to make every line work, and a lot of decisions I had to make on the fly to cover the straight lines going out. It is what it is, but that's why I did it.
But if you had the time to do the non-important flower, that time could have all gone into your main design of the cover-up. At this stage of the game, everything has to be tight because you guys aren't making big mistakes, so it's the little ones that get hit.
We are here to determine who had the worst tattoo of the day.
This is my tattoo, and my artist was Christian.
This is a very simplistic design.
It's a little simple. I wish I could have got the Soldier's Cross. I did want that.
I think he should have gave you what you wanted.
He could have showcased his talents a little better.
Yeah, this is the time to bring it, and he didn't bring it.
Today, you had a true test of ingenuity, a cover-up. Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Now it's time to find out who the human canvas jury chose. Christian, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day. January, why did the jury vote Christian to the bottom?
They thought that it was a little too simple for as far into the game that he is. He could have done what I asked for, a Soldier's Cross with maybe a good background.
The human canvas jury doesn't understand technicalities of tattooing. I don't believe that what she originally wanted was doable for that particular cover-up.
Compared to the other 4, I just don't think it was as good.
I have not changed my canvas's mind once up until now, and because it was technically impossible for me to do.
I do love the tattoo very much.
I apologize if it wasn't what you wanted.
January, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Christian, a little bit more understanding of traditional shading. This tattoo could have been a lot better.
I still think I did a solid tattoo. I think it was technically applied correctly. I don't think I deserve to go home. Nobody wanted that one. And yeah, she's walking away and nobody knows what the is under there.
Artists, you have 6 hours to create a trash polka tattoo. And your time begins now.
All right.
Let's do this.
Trash polka, it's a real test because it encompasses so many different elements. These artists are gonna have to take the imagery the canvas is asking for and find a way to meld all that together to really turn out a beautiful tattoo.
My canvas wants a bunch of random New York.
By far the worst spot. Man, I got shakes.
Brace yourself. You're getting an easy spot tattooed? Shut the up and let me do what I do.
Today, you had to use composition to create a trash polka tattoo. Let's see how you did. Tyler.
Looking at the tattoo, it is very busy, but at the same time, when I look at composition, if it's interesting, I can overlook mistakes. But the Empire State Building's line, pretty strange. That outline gets a little crazy.
I had to hold that kid down.
We always compliment you on your application, and this one, some of the line work just gets away.
I wasn't trying to go for clean. I wanted to go for like that messy punk rock.
And here, always go for clean.
We're here to determine who had the worst tattoo of the day.
This is my tattoo, and my artist was Tyler. The image was just photoshopped and traced onto my leg. It really wasn't original.
I think it's too busy. I think from a distance, I wouldn't know what that was.
That Statue of Liberty looks like crap.
All he did was Google Statue of Liberty, Googled Empire State Building, copy, paste.
Today, your composition was put to the test with trash polka tattoos. It's time to find out who the human canvas jury determined had the worst tattoo of the day. Tyler, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
I'm 100% surprised.
Everybody pretty much agreed that everything was just very clustered. It's just very unreadable from a distance.
What do you think about it?
I'm unsatisfied with it. The Empire State Building, it just looks so corny and just stenciled.
It's a trash polka tattoo.
Tyler, I mean, this is not personal. I'm just saying the tattoo that I came away with, I'm unsatisfied.
I did the challenge. I like the tattoo.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Kenny.
you, guys.
Appreciate you sharing your thoughts.
Tyler, the design itself has a lot of the style that you were asked to do, but pleasing your clients, that is the mindset you have to win this thing and not put yourself up for being at the bottom.